Today is Monday, May 30th, 2022. My name is Deborah Gonzalez. Everyone calls me Debbie. And I was born in 1999. Well, that's a long story.
Okay.
I started playing, I think, when I was like 5 or 6. I don't really remember when I started playing. I just know I was young. And my dad was my coach. And then from there, like, I made friends. Made friends through school, made friends through the team. We called the Fireflies, and that was really fun because Dad was the coach. And then from there, we played like futsal, and for futsal, we played with like people from school. And Dad also ran that little league. I think that was like for a year or something. I don't really know. And then I played club for a little bit. And I loved high school soccer because from 2014 to like my freshman year to senior year, I was a starter. I played defense, some midfield, and it was so fun. Like I felt like I was at like a great level, and I just had fun. And then now with UT, I played intramural soccer. Well, as an adult, as like not in college, I am playing like in a women's league, and I'm getting back to 11v11. I haven't played 11v11 since I was in high school. So the first game I played, it was like so hot. And I've had a long journey with soccer, but overall, a lot of close friends have come from soccer. So, and if I could say one word about that, like my whole, like before high school, I would say it's just reading. Like I just read all the time. I don't know why, like how I got into it. The transition was fine because like the principal, or I don't know, whoever said like everyone is coming from an elementary school. So I got lucky, I think, that I was coming in when everyone was coming in. So everyone was new to each other. I think it was fun because I was playing a lot of sports. I did 3 sports. I did basketball for school, cross country for school, and then soccer and club, like on and off. And then 7th grade is like whenever I got like into like working out and eating better.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 8th grade, I was like in shape, and I thought that I would make like 18 basketball, but I didn't make 18 basketball. I stayed in B team. So I was happy because I ended up being with my friends anyway, like Destiny and Peyton, who are like my best friends
true.
today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's another reason why it was so fun, because we had like our little group. Like we all had like our own little groups, but then we had our own group.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so funny because like even in college, like it would be me, Destiny, Payne, Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all have like our own groups, you know, but then it's like our own group. And they're all like my best friends. Like there's no one that I'm closer to more than the other. No, it's like I consider them like all of my best friends. So
I love them. You know that.
yes.
All of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first thing that came to mind was like my skin color.
Okay. And why?
Because I'm proud of like my background, Hispanic, Latina background. Even though a lot of bad stuff happens to people of my skin color, but I am proud. I feel like I'm part of a community. Okay, so I always say that like I want to be like a journalist and like travel the world and just like interview people. So I think I'd want to do that.
Interview who?
Just anyone.
Anyone out on the street, or people you met somewhere, or?
I feel like if you meet them and you get to talk to them, you get to learn more about them. But it could be anyone. I just want to like talk to people and then write about like their story and like what they say, maybe some takeaways, like kind of like this, but like in a writing format. Because I think writing is my outlet. I'm like my creative outlet. I'd want to go anywhere, but I want to write for like the New York Times or something. I think it's definitely both. but it's mostly luck. I think it's a lot of luck. I say luck because I feel very lucky for like the family I was born into, the friends that I have. Like I was able to stay in one place for a long time. I had great teachers. Like not everyone gets like that lucky, but I do feel lucky that I was blessed in a lot of ways. And like I was able to go to Stanford and got scholarships, like a lot of things. Like yes, I worked hard, but like that, just because you work hard doesn't mean that you're gonna be picked or that you're gonna like get whatever that you're asking for.
You're glad that you crossed paths with that teacher.
For elementary, it's all of them.
All of them.
I loved all of them. Like I can't single one of them out. Okay, so pre-K was with Miss Westmoreland. For kindergarten, it was Miss Steele. Or first grade, it was Miss Clay. Second grade, it was Miss Pacheco? Yeah. Third grade, it was Miss La Garza and Miss West.
Ms. De La Garza and Ms. West?
Yeah. I liked Miss De La Garza's class. Her room was so aesthetic. Like, it was so nice and so fun to be in. And also, she was cool. Miss West was math.
Math.
And then fourth grade was Miss Donnelly and Miss Wheeler. Oh my god, I remember they took me and I think her name was Angelica to like this like, I don't know, arcade. That was so fun. They really cared about us in that school. Oh, and then the PE teacher, Miss Novelli. Intermediate, Miss Men. She's awesome. Middle school, Miss Pride. And Miss Acuff. I have to mention Miss Acuff. Like, both of them, they're so different. Like, why they're so good. But, like, they're both so good. Miss Acuff, because, like, she was, like, the first teacher who expected things out of us. I just remember, like, how I felt, like, in that class. I don't know, like, what about her. Like, she's just so interesting. Like, I feel like she did something, like, super cool in her life. And, like, I'm like, why is she a teacher here? I remember when you got into her class, like, we were all assigned a seat. So you couldn't sit, like, with your friends necessarily. If you got lucky, you sat with your friends. I don't remember, like, how she guided the lessons, but, like, I think it was, like, fill in the blank or something. I think I still have the notebook. Oh my god, that's another thing. She had us have this notebook. We all had, like, these sheets. And, like, if you, like, did something, like, if you got 100, I don't remember what. Like, you got a star. And, like, the gold stars, like, you would think, like, 8th graders, like, they're too cool for, like, a sticker. That was, like, the biggest thing for us in 8th grade, if you were in that class. Like, oh my god, you got a gold star. And, like, I got a lot of gold stars. And I remember people would be like, oh, I haven't gotten a gold star yet. I'm like, I have. I got a gold star. She was really tough, but, like, she was, like, good. Like, you knew you were gonna learn something. Like, I still remember the dates that I learned in that class. And we had so many, like,
What subject was it?
It was, like, American history. I think that's what I like, because I was finally learning. Like, the other classes, like, their coaches didn't care. Like, just get on your phone, do whatever you want. But in this class, we were actually learning. Like, yeah, it's great to, like, just have a coach who doesn't care. But then sometimes you're like, I want to learn something, you know? Miss Pride, I liked her class because all my friends, first of all, were in that class. Destiny, Jackie, Burnaby, Jaime, Emma, like, all of them were in that class. And me. That was, like, the only class we all had together. But I like her because I remember she predicted that, like, I would be the valedictorian. I remember she predicted that, and I think she predicted that after I turned in, like, a project that I worked, like, pretty hard on for, like, To Kill a Mockingbird. It was, like, a scrapbook, notebook thing. For high school? Oh, Mr. Novello, obviously.
Why Mr. Novello?
Because it was like having like an uncle or like a dad figure there. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was like, oh, I remember. Like he wanted to help me with like math and like he was really rooting for me for valedictorian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Miss Sweeney.
Miss Sweeney.
Miss Sweeney, she was my math teacher in 7th grade, and she was so fun. And then she followed us, or not followed us, but she came with us
She
to
ended
the
up over
counselor. And she was my counselor, so she was also rooting for me. So I don't know. I just felt like she always had my back.
She used to go to UT, right? To go visit you. Yeah. You all.
Yeah,
Not
like,
just
if
you,
she
but-
went to the game, she'd be like, "Hey, do y'all want to go to eat and stuff?"
Mm.
Or, yeah. Oh, Coach Kettle, soccer coach. He was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that I had a consistent coach for 4 years because a lot of people complained that they didn't, and he was like not bad,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to play a lot, so can't complain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he wrote like a really nice.
Yeah.
Like I still think about that occasionally, like that letter that he wrote. He said that I was calm, which is true.
I wanted to know about college.
College professors.
Yeah.
Say Alice because that's what I call her, but officially she's Dr. Bott. Alice, she works for the Writing Center. She's the assistant director, and she was my boss, but also my professor. And I like her the most, or she's the first person that comes to mind because, like, I was a sophomore when I first started working at the Writing Center, and she just made me feel so comfortable because I was like a scared little sophomore, like. I don't know, I was so, first of all, so excited that I got the job as front desk at the Writing Center. I really wanted to work there so bad. I worked so hard studying for the interview, and like I got the job, and I was like so excited. I didn't want to mess up. Anyway, so I opened the center. Opening the center is very humbling because you are picking up everyone's trash. You're like putting in the desk where they belong, like from the night before, like people go study, they mess up the chairs, they like put the desk, like they just do a bunch of dumb stuff. But like every time that she'd come in, she always said hi to me, like she always acknowledged me. And I can't say that for everyone. Like people just like pretend like they don't see me, or like they just like doing their own thing. But she made it a point. Like she says hi to everyone. Like that's just the person she is.
Mm-hmm.
Like she makes you feel like acknowledged, and like she's the assistant director. She made me feel like I belong there. And so after that, I like really knew that I wanted to work for the Writing Center. So that's when I applied to do the internship, and I got the internship to be a consultant. And she was my professor, and I love that class. Like she is very progressive in her thinking. Like she prioritizes accessibility, like disability studies and stuff. Because like the Writing Center, like it's accessibility is like embedded into like how it operates. So even as soon as you walk in, like the doors, they're always open.
Mm-hmm.
They have enough space for like a wheelchair to get in.
Mm-hmm.
It's flat. Like the desk is low enough for like a wheelchair person with a wheelchair to like, you know, talk to people.
Yeah.
The seats are low enough. Like there's just like
You're not like on the counter kind of looking
Yeah.
down. It's at eye level.
And it's like you wouldn't even notice that unless someone like tells you like it's specifically designed this way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like what I love, and that's like a big thing that I've learned. Anyway, she was my professor. I really liked her, and then obviously I kept working there through the pandemic, and then after the pandemic, like I just stuck there for so long because I loved it so much, and I loved like who I was working for.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously like they expected a lot out of me too, like they weren't like tough, but like
it had high expectations
Yeah.
for the people who work for them and
yes,
with them.
and I think that's what I like
yeah.
very selective, like, but also like people would bring in like I don't know, cupcakes or candy. Like it felt fun.
All that.
And I like that I saw myself grow from like being like a freshman, like oh, like they're so cool, like I want to do, to me being like the senior helping, you know, the freshmen and stuff. So
You also would often mention other professors, and one in particular that you used to visit a lot, that you were like, oh my god, I need to go talk to him.
my god, have I not mentioned Dr. T or Professor T? Prof T. Uri Treisman. That man changed my life.
Prof T?
Like he always signs his things Prof T.
Okay.
Why? Because
Told
I
to
have
you.
to give a backstory.
Okay, give us a backstory.
Okay, so when I got to UT, I wanted to do like CS or like something
Computer
like
science.
STEM, yeah, computer
Yes.
science. But I failed the math entry test, like bad. So like I was first in pre-cal when in high school I took calculus. Anyway, so I failed the test, and I got into pre-cal. Did pre-cal, got an A, whatever. And then I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna do like math ever again. And then I got an email like in winter break of my freshman year. It's like, oh, like you're invited to like this class, like 20 students. Like it just sounded like perfect. I'm like, I was not planning to take calculus.
I remember, yeah. Yeah, keep going.
I was not planning to take calculus at all. But I'm like, if it's like this, then yeah. So I think in the email they said it was like 20 students. It was like based on your grades from high school and like pre-cal, and then like there was like gonna be like a lot of TAs. That's exactly what I wanted, but the other calculus class like 300 students, like 2 TAs. Like no, I'm not doing that. Anyway, I got that email, and I was super excited. I was not planning to take calculus, but might as well now. So I got into the class, and sure enough, it was small, lots of TAs, like super cool. Like he almost got everyone's name right the first day, because I think like he studied everyone's pictures and names and stuff, but he didn't get my name right the first day. Anyway, it doesn't matter now because
he tried.
Yeah, he tried. And yeah, like that whole semester, like I really got a lot of confidence in calculus. Like not because of like anything special that I learned, but like a professor finally cared enough, because up to that point, like professors, like they don't care about you. Like you're just like another like grade in the grade book in Canvas. Like they do not care. Even for like the smaller classes, like but like with Professor T, he would be like come to my office hours. Like he really wanted to get to know us, and that's what I really loved. So I just like he's actually the person who's like, I don't think you should do math. Like imagine like a professor in math telling you like you should, like you're wasting your talents if you're gonna be in math. So that really made me think. And there's one day where I was wearing a Explore UT shirt. Like there was like something called Explore UT, and I got a t-shirt, and I was wearing like that shirt that day. He's like, maybe you should like actually explore UT, and he pointed to my shirt. And I'm like, that's like why I was like kind of lost for so long. That's why I changed my majors like 5 times, because I was exploring UT, like figuring out what I wanted. And I'm honestly so surprised I graduated in 4 years, because I dropped a lot of classes. I almost failed a lot of classes, but somehow I made it work.
In 4 years. I remember you were like, Mom, I think I'm gonna graduate a year later. I'm like, sure, no problem, keep going.
Yeah. Like it just worked out.
Yeah. You recently went back to talk to him.
Like you can't talk to Professor T and like not get emotional.
Why?
Because like he just asks the right questions, like how are you, like, and then you're like, oh. Like I don't know, like you just feel comfortable to just like talk to him, to be vulnerable with him. He's just so smart, like socially and intellectually. It's like, oh my god. Yeah. And then he actually saw like my abilities in writing too. Well, because like for the class we had to do like we had to read a scientific article, and like we had to summarize it in 1 page. And that was easy for me, but for other people obviously it's not that easy. But I didn't know like wow, I have a talent here, until like he pointed it out. He's like, Debbie, like you're like a great writer. I'm like, yeah, like everyone tells me that, like I always get that, but I didn't really think to like pursue it at that time. I'm like, writing, like what am I gonna do with writing? Like how am I gonna make money? As I got more like deeper into school, and like I guess talking to more people, listening to people, I was like, wow, you can do like a lot with like English or writing. Like I don't know why people like say it's a certain way. Like they have no idea. I wish people like actually pursued those things. So yeah, I think them two, Alice and Prof T, were like the biggest reasons like why I had the courage to change my major, because I was scared, but I was like, I need to do it. And also Teresa. She was like 2 years older than me. She was my FIG mentor when I was a freshman. She's now like one of my really close friends. What is a book I read that completely changed my outlook on life? I think it's called Know My Name by Chanel Miller. She is the girl who was sexually assaulted on Stanford campus. But she's really interesting because she actually went to school for, I think, creative writing or English or something. But like, I think she wasn't like really doing anything at the time. But with that thing happening to her, she was able to, after that, she went to like this like creative writing like retreat or something. And I don't even remember if it was writing. I think it was writing. It was some kind of retreat where like she got to like be creative. And that, like her journey, like her talking about like overcoming like what she went through, and then also her being like such a great writer, like that gave her like the opportunity to like showcase her writing. And I love how the book was like, it was not even focused about like what had happened to her. It was more about like her telling her story. So I think it completely changed my outlook on life because like you can turn something bad into something like so good. Like it could like turning your pain into art, like changing the narrative. Yeah, helping other people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Know My Name?
Know My Name by Chanel Miller.
Okay.
When I'm at home, like here. Or wherever like y'all are. I feel comfortable. Or with like at Willow's house. Like with Nina, Melly, Tia Mari.
What are you good at?
I think I'm good at writing. I'm specifically good at nonfiction writing. Yeah, I have done like creative writing, but like in school it was more like scientific, you know, a lot of research, a lot of like not really creative. I wanted to do creative writing certificate, but I would not have graduated in time. And I already had like a lot of math, so I'm like, oh, I should probably finish out the math stuff with the certificate that I got. Editing. I like all kinds of editing. Like there was, I really wish I remembered like the quote, but it's like gardening is like the same as like editing. It's like
a process, and you gotta.
Yes, it's like from this book. I don't remember what it's called, but it was like it made me think like, oh wow, that's why I like both of them. Like they're both like similar. Like editing video, editing picture. Well, not pictures. Editing video, writing, art. Like Canva, like Instagram posts. So like anything editing, anything that you're polishing to like put out somewhere. Like you start from like kind of nothing and then turn it into something. Well, I got into it because for Stanford, this girl, she put her like Stanford summer experience, and that's the video I watched to like, okay, yeah, I want to go do the program. She did it like a year before me or 2 years before me or something. Like, oh, like I want to make a video like that. And so like that's what I did.
Okay, Debbie, tell them where you're going to.
I'm going to Stanford.
Like spent the summer like videoing like little moments that would happen. And I didn't know what I was doing. Like I'd never used iMovie. Like I never made a video before, but like I just wanted to do it because like she did it. I know, I thought it was fun, but I didn't realize that I was good at it until like recently. I'm like, oh wait, I'm actually like pretty good at editing. Everyone asked me to like read over like whatever they've written. I'm like, okay, yeah, change this. I'm like, I know exactly what to change like instantly to like make it sound like however they want it to sound, because you could do it a million different ways for whoever you're talking to. But I think that my strength is in editing. Just because I've gotten a lot of validation from other people. Maybe like organizing.
Yeah. My God, yes. Organizing, minimizing.
Like I'm just like always been like that. Like, I don't like having a lot of stuff. Like Just throw it away, give it away, sell it. I don't care. I just don't want to see it.
I remember when you minimized my kitchen
Yes.
and you were in middle school, I think.
Yeah.
And you're like, Mom, let me clean your kitchen. I'm like, okay. And I come back, man, I see this big old pile, like, Debbie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's first of all, it's fun, but second of all, it feels good after. You feel like
You feel like it's therapeutic?
yes. Oh my God! Like yesterday, I was like organizing. I don't have it with me, but I have like a box for all my thread for the embroidery, and it's like all color coordinated, all like wrapped up, like so extra. Like I don't have to do it, but like yesterday, like I was just passing the time by like organizing it, and I was like, Dad like walked by the room, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, and I showed him like the thing, like the embroidery thing. He's like, "Oh, okay, working hard." I'm like, I'm like, I don't know. I guess it is therapeutic.
I think so. Because I remember even in elementary, you had all your pencil colors and with a little.
Really?
Yes, like your pencil colors were all like in a little rubber band, and then you had your pens, and then you had your pencils, and everything had a little place in your. I'm like, OMG, you would never have thought about doing it like that. But okay, yeah, I work different in that way.
Yeah.
But anyway.
What is one part of my life I miss and why? Stanford, obviously. It was so
Obviously,
fun.
why obviously?
Because like that was so fun. Like the first year, it's like I made so many friends. I was 16, going to a new state. I don't know, like I was 16. Oh my God, I was 16, and y'all just like let me go to California to Stanford for the summer. Like that's crazy.
Thank your dad.
Thanks, Dad. It's just like, oh my God, like every single person that was part of that community, well, not every single person, but like most of the people that were part of that community were like just great people. Like, still keep in touch with occasionally today. Like, I just saw Costa 2-3 days ago. I haven't seen him in like 4 years though, but I still like keep up with him, and it was just like nothing. Like, oh yeah, saw you like last week. But it was like good to see him. So I miss that part of my life because it was so fun, and I'll probably never experience like a community like that again, because you know it was dorm life. Like we were younger, like we were taken care of by like the RAs. Like it was like camp, and then also learning at like this like huge like nice school, like in the actual class is like so cool. What makes me laugh? I think Alex makes me laugh.
Your brother.
Yes,
Your
Alex.
little brother.
He makes me laugh. He just says the dumbest things. Like he's the family clown. Like we get mad at each other, but like literally a millisecond, like we'll be fine. Like, oh, you wanna go eat? Like, how does that even happen?
You've grown up as twins, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
he's always been there.
Yes, always been there. What would your perfect day be like? Start out the morning journaling. Like wake up at like 6, 7. Journal for a little bit.
Journal on what?
Like you just write like how you're doing or what are you doing today or what happened yesterday. Just journal, just write.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would go either do yoga or go to the trail. And then after, go eat something, new restaurant. And then later on, like, just chillax. Like, everything would happen in the morning. And then the rest of the day, chill, like, do nothing. I think whenever, like, I see my friends who I haven't seen in a long time, like Peyton, Destiny, Emma, Barnaby, Drew, Costa, Kenny, Andrea, like a lot of people I'm very happy whenever I get the chance to talk to them or see them in person. I want to live in, like, I want to leave the United States and I want to move to like Norway or something, other countries. 6, 7. We were scared of dogs. Me and Alex were scared of dogs. And then Junior, I guess, helped us get over that. Bruce, we got him in like 2014, I think. Me and Mia calculated. So yeah, Bruce is like so cute and so sweet. And then Blue, we got her in 2018. But Blue is a patootie, like she's so spoiled, and we got her, me and Mia got her at the adoption center, I think. Mia picked her out, and Blue is like such a great dog. And she's so calm, she listens. Like you don't even need a leash for her. Like she's just so good. And I named both of them.
You named who and who?
I named Bruce and Blue. I named Bruce after Bruce the shark because they're both scary looking. From Nemo. But they're like also like cool.
I don't remember you naming Bruce, but
I named Bruce.
I remember that.
you did.
And I named Blue because Mia liked the ocean, or she still likes the ocean, but she likes swimming, and like I'm like, I saw like one of my friends had a dog named Blue. I'm like, oh, that's like such a nice name. So yeah, Blue just fit her. Well, next week I'm starting a job as associate technical writer at Visa. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I just know that it's like mostly writing and editing, so that sounds like pretty fun. And I didn't know like people needed technical writers.
And what is a technical writer? Can you explain that a little bit?
A technical writer, from like my very limited knowledge, is like they literally work on like the technical documents. So like what I did at Transamerica was like a lot of things. So they had me working on anything from like emails, like employee like shout out emails, to like legal documents. The first interview was so great. Like it was with the manager at the time. I really, really wanted to work for him because it was just so easy. Like it's like he already like oh yeah, she's gonna get it. Like he just made it so easy. It was like a conversation. Like I've had interviews where it's like robotic. Like oh my god. But with this person, it was like just conversation. Like oh yeah, like do you have any questions for me? I'm like usually I ask questions at the end. Like in my head, I was thinking that. But it was just so easy, and then he was so interested in like what I've done, my experience. So that first interview, I think, set the tone for the rest of them. The rest of them were so good. And then I got to interview with like the girl who had warned me, and it was like obviously more professional. And then one of the interviews was a writing test. So that was so easy. For Dad.
Yeah.
For Dad, that he's always there for me. Even if I mess up. He's always there for all of us. And he always puts us first. Like everything I feel like that he does is for us. And that is like a very big sacrifice that I don't know if I could ever. And then you, I think that you are always, like you've taught me kind of like how to be like sure in myself. Like you're so sure, like confident in yourself. Like you probably don't think that you're very confident, but I think that you are confident. And that like you always give the best advice, like sometimes better than a therapist. Like if I call you, you know like what to say. I think Alex that he's so sure in himself, I think. Like he just makes people laugh, like he's just himself, like doesn't care. Like I try to ask him, like pick his brain, like how do you just like not care? And he's like, just don't care. I'm like, how do you just don't care? if we fight like literally like 0.00001 second, like, oh, you wanna go eat? Like that's like crazy bond.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. My favorite thing about Mia, she's also, I think everyone is like super confident in this family. And I like that Mia can trust me. But now I feel like she's interested in kind of the things I am, and I'm interested in the things she is. It's like she's watching Stranger Things. Like I didn't tell her to watch it. I just said like I really want to watch season 4, and she's already on season 2 or season 3 now. So I think that's cool. I think just getting older and like being a girl, like we'll get closer. Oh my gosh, Ryan is also like very caring. He's like he always like wants to talk to me. Then also like I don't know, like he has taught me how to communicate better, because like there's a lot of things I'm like not that I thought that I was perfect, but not like I didn't know I had some things like wow, I need to work on that. And he's made me like see that to be like a better person, better communicator. And it's just fun with Ryan.
You have fun.
Yes, because we like a lot of the same things, like working out. And he's gone into soccer. I've gone into gaming, I guess. So we both like are interested in what each other likes. And he likes Taylor Swift now because of me. Like I play in the music videos and stuff. And I like his band, the 1975. Oh, I love that Ryan, like, he loves dogs. Like, he's always like, where's Boo? And, like, he's always showing me, like, pictures of his dog. Like, he loves his dog. And then I like that Ryan, like, he doesn't care. Does his own thing. When Mia was born, I was excited I was getting a little sister. And I remember holding her for the first time. What do you love about nature? It's just so peaceful. Like if you find your own little corner, you could just put a hammock and take a nap, or yeah, just take a nap. Cause like I try to read, but then you get so comfortable in it. I liked going to California, to the mountains. One time we were passing by the mountains, and another time we went to like the Airbnb. Like just going to that area, California is really nice.
It smells so good.
Here you go.
I'm gonna say she's the best one.
That's a good one. Look at this one.
You telling me someone picks all these? Oh man,
Look at one. Look at this one.
there's so many here.
They're classy. There's really good ones in the back. Hey.
No, you don't have to.
There's a good one.
And then going to Chicago was cool. For Mia, I want her to believe in herself. And I want her to be confident in who she is. That she doesn't need validation from anyone except for herself. And that she can do anything that she sets her mind to.